Here in the Orbiter, Transference will be even stronger. Command the Warframes. Make whole this shattered world you've been given. Are you ready, Tenno?
Yes, Lotus, I am.
Hey, what's up everyone? So today we are going to be talking about transference and how vital it is for endgame survivability. Transference is my most used ability in Warframe, and in my opinion, this is one of the best abilities in the game. So as most of us know, transference is the process that a Tenno or the operator uses to control the warframes over long distances. Now, transference has two primary abilities. They are called transference in and transference out. Now, this right here is transference out. Now, for those of you interested in the lower or deeper explanation of what this is doing, when you use transference out, your operator teleports to your warframe's location from the ship. Since he's locked onto the signal. So he teleports, he breaks the link temporarily with the Warframe. This renders the Warframe lifeless and invulnerable to damage. Now, if any abilities are active on the Warframe, then instead of being completely immune to the damage, it instead has a 90% damage reduction, which is still pretty close to being immune. Now, transference in now, which is the second part, this is simply the opposite, where your Tenno operator teleports back into his ship in the sky and regains control of his Warframe. So I know it may look like the operator is actually coming in and out of his Warframe, but he's not inside the Warframe. It's just basically teleporting around it. Now guys, what makes transference good is not how cool it sounds on paper. It's how crazy fast this thing is. Now, in actual gameplay, this is amazing. Now, in fact, this thing is so fast that enemies can barely hit you if you are doing this. Now, if you watch my previous gameplay videos, especially the one with Ember in the mock survival where I was pushing it to see how far I could go, you see me using the transference a lot, and I hardly ever go down under heavy fire. Shots that would usually one-shot me, they're not hitting me because I'm doing this. Now, I'm not saying that I never die because of this, because there are times where things just get too much for me to handle, and in a fraction of that unlucky second, I may get hit once, or I may take that one-shot hit to my face, and that's it, So, but you see for yourself how well this thing is dodging the attacks and how fast it's moving. Now, on top of this, guys, this doesn't cost any energy. It has no cooldown, and this is your operator. So no matter what Warframe or what weapon you're using, this ability is yours. It's free, and it's always available to you. Now, I have noticed that depending on your keybind setup or controller, this may be an inconvenience for some between pressing the transference ability and then, going back to Warframe abilities or something else right away. But if you guys watch my Endgame Mastery video part 1, the very, very first point I talked about was keybinds and how important it is to set them up in a way that makes you able to react extremely fast in Warframe. I put that point very first in the first video for that specific reason, because Warframe is a fast-paced game, and this is a very key, or the very ability that represents the pace that the game is moving at. Now, I am aware of the parkour system in Warframe, where you can dodge, you can bullet jump, you can roll, and some of that stuff either reduces some damage as well. I believe rolling does 75% reduction. And when you're dodging, not dodging, but when you're doing things like bullet jumping or aim gliding in the sky, enemies can still hit you, but they just have a lower chance to hit you. Now, these things are good as well, guys, but I'm talking from experience here that nothing beats the speed and reliability of Transference. Now, just a technical note about this, the only disadvantage I've seen for Transference is that if you join a match where the host has a really bad connection, you will notice a delay. However, the majority of the people I play with have great connections, and I never have this issue. I also went in my game settings to make sure my connection or my ping for finding matches are set to the lowest. I know the game gives you a warning if you lower this too much that you might have trouble finding matches, but to be honest, I've done this and I have no trouble finding matches. And in the small chance that I do end up in a match with a bad host connection, I just leave. It's totally up to you if you want to stay in that or not. Now, I hope some of you did find this information useful. If you did, make sure you let me know in the comments below, or you could leave a thumbs up on the video. And y'all take care, and I'll see you in the next one.